Would you assess your club's performance tonight, Randy, against a very good hockey team?
Well, we played a gritty game. I didn't think we had a very good start, obviously, when you get scored on the first minute of the hockey game, but we kind of settled down after that. And I think the difference was the first goal that they scored, and then our power play took momentum away from us. We didn't have much going on the first two power plays, so those are two areas that we obviously are going to address.
Is that just seem to give?
I don't know. I don't like to make excuses for it. Got to be better. Got to work harder. We got to execute to a higher level. Got to move the puck more effectively. And you're going to give the opposition credit at sometimes, but when you're not winning any of the battles and you're dumping the puck and all they're doing is retrieving it and throwing it down the ice, we got to work harder on it. Simple as that.
Sorry, what is the PK doing that you're allowing, or the team was allowed to really kind of shut them down tonight?
Well, they did get the one power play goal, and the slap shot from Malkin, and we had a read when we ran two guys out, and we were only supposed to push with one, but. They're a good hockey club. They've got a lot of skill in their power play. They move the puck and they move it effectively, and I thought we did a pretty good job. And then when Bozak went down and scored a shorthanded goal, it kind of gave us life as a team. And I think, if we can continue to build on playing road games like we played tonight, we'll give ourselves a heck of a chance to get points, that's for sure.
What is the dynamic that makes your club so dangerous offensively when shorthanded, at least this season?
I don't know. I think Bozak's been the main cog in that wheel, and that's an individual performance when either he loses a face-off or when we win the face-off, he challenges and puts pressure on the puck, and he scored a couple goals and breakaways as he did again tonight. So you have to take that into consideration. But as always, it's about hard work and about the ability to sacrifice in certain situations and block shots, take a check to make a play, and those are the grunt type of minutes that. You have to have from your group, and we have to get more of our group doing that.
Were you just looking for a different look in taking Nazem off power play?
Well, again, you look at statistics at certain points, and Nazi hadn't had a point on the power play in 21 games. What would you do? You'd make the move, then I could criticize you.
Putting Leo on the power play, obviously with the success he's having.
It would be tough to put Leo with the penalty minutes. The penalty killing minutes that he takes. So we thought of it, But again, I think we've got players that fit into the power play ahead of Leo. But tonight with his 2 goals, everybody's going to say, well, he's surpassed last year's totals or the previous time he was with us. So anybody's up for consideration, that's for sure.
Randy, are the Penguins more aggressive about getting guys in front of the net? They seem to have traffic there.
Well, the personnel that they have, that Hornquist makes his living there, Kunitz makes his living there. I think that's one of the traits that those players that they specifically acquired, and they enjoy that, and they do a heck of a job at it. And it's good on them. We'd like to think that we have that same thing with JVR and David Clarkson, Lupul. Those players have got to earn more time and space in front of the opposition's net.
Are you just more comfortable putting Jake and Morgan back together?
Again, the younger players, we've played them together before. We felt that we could put them up against the Malkin line or the Crosby line. We feel it's putting Holzer in that situation right away, first game. And I thought he played a heck of a hockey game tonight for us. He was a difference. You noticed him. He was physical. He blocked shots. He broke up a 2-on-1 before we scored our second goal. All those things. He had a positive night. But I think it's a tall task to put a guy into a situation that he might be overcome by.
What does it say you help with 24 shots in regulation?
Well, again, we've had this mantra of trying to keep teams under 25, so we haven't done it so far, but we've been close, and if we can continue to build on that and stay with that mindset, then we're going to give ourselves a chance for points, that's for sure.
How do you feel Booth and Lupul fared in their first games?
Well, they didn't really get a lot of minutes. I think they were just around 12 minutes or so, but I felt that was what was going to be required in tonight's hockey game. We did go with more of a 4-line. I thought Nazi had one of his stronger games. He was physical again, and I double shifted him a few times. So all in all, I think it was they got through the game all right, and they're only going to get better for us.